You wake up every morning in the same place, seeing the same people, doing the same things, feeling the same emptiness. You look at your family and see the same struggles repeating through generations. Poverty, fear, weakness, mediocrity, broken. Dreams. You see the same patterns in your surroundings. People complaining, but never changing. People dreaming, but never acting. People talking about what they will do, but dying without doing anything. And somewhere deep inside you, your soul screams, refusing to accept that this is all life can offer you. You were not born to repeat the pain and failures of the generations before you. You were not born to live a life trapped in limitations that others accepted. You were born to break the cycle. You were born to be the one who changes everything, the one who stops the curse of laziness and creates a legacy of discipline, the one who stops the curse of fear and creates a legacy of courage, the one who stops the curse of poverty and creates a legacy of wealth, the one who stops the curse of ignorance and creates a legacy of wisdom. But breaking the cycle is not easy. It is the hardest path you can ever choose, because it requires you to become someone no one in your bloodline has ever been. It requires you to think in ways no one around you has ever thought. It requires you to sacrifice comforts everyone else settles for. It requires you to believe in possibilities everyone else laughs at. Breaking the cycle means you will be alone in your decisions. You will be criticized for your choices. You will be doubted for your dreams. You will be attacked for your growth. Because when you choose to rise above the environment that raised you, people will see it as an insult to their choices. They will try to pull you back down so they don't feel small watching you become everything they never had the courage to become. But you cannot let their fears stop your destiny. You cannot let their limitations become your prison. You cannot let their doubts become your beliefs. You must remember why you started. You must remember what you are fighting for. You are not doing this just for yourself. You are doing this for every child born after you. You are doing this so they don't have to grow up watching their parents struggle in silence. You are doing this so they don't have to watch dreams die because of fear and excuses. You are doing this so they don't have to believe poverty is their destiny. You are doing this so they don't have to choose survival over living. You are doing this to show them what is possible when someone decides to break the cycle. The pain you feel now will become the freedom they live with. The discipline you build now will become the opportunities they receive. The sacrifices you make now will become the blessings they enjoy. The fears you conquer now will become the confidence they are raised with. That is why you must keep going no matter how hard it gets. That is why you must keep fighting no matter how tired you feel. That is why you must keep building no matter how slow your progress feels. Because your journey is bigger than your feelings. Your purpose is bigger than your comfort. Your responsibility is bigger than your excuses. You were chosen to be the one who changes it all. Don't run away from that responsibility. Don't betray the dreams that were placed inside you for a reason. Don't waste your life living like everyone else when you were born to create a temps. Reality no one has seen before. Breaking the cycle starts with you. It starts with the decision you make today. To become disciplined, to become focused, to become unbreakable, to become wise, to become strong enough to carry the weight of your dreams and the dreams of generations waiting to be freed through your courage. You can be the one who changes it all. The question is, will you? Every day you wake up with a choice to repeat the same habits that kept you trapped, or to build new habits that set you free. A choice to follow the same path that leads nowhere, or to carve a new path with your blood, sweat, and tears. A choice to stay comfortable in misery, or to become uncomfortable in growth. Most people choose comfort, and that is why their lives never change. That is why generations stay poor, weak, ignorant, and broken. Because comfort feels easy, while growth feels painful. Comfort feels familiar, while growth feels terrifying. Comfort feels safe, while growth feels like risking everything. But you must understand, comfort is not safety. Comfort is the slow death of your potential. Comfort is the silent killer of dreams. Comfort is the invisible chain that keeps you exactly where you are until you die. Growth is the only path to freedom. Discipline is the only path to transformation. Sacrifice is the only path to success. You will never rise if you keep choosing comfort over growth. You will never break the cycle if you keep choosing excuses over responsibility. You will never change your life if you keep choosing distractions over purpose. Look around you. Look at the people in your family, your community, your surroundings. How many of them are truly living their dreams? How many of them are truly happy, fulfilled, and free? How many of them are waking up with passion and going to sleep with peace? How many of them are truly proud of the life they built? You will see the truth. Very few. Because most people are slaves to their habits, slaves to their fears, slaves to their emotions, slaves to their environment. They wake up complaining about the same problems, but never change their choices. They blame everyone else for their misery, but never take responsibility for their own actions. They keep waiting for luck to change their life, but never realize that their discipline is the only luck they need. If you want to be the one who changes it all, you have to rise above this mindset. You have to become someone your family has never seen before. You have to build habits they never taught you. You have to create discipline they never understood. You have to think with a vision they never imagined. You have to act with courage they never had. Because only then will you create results they never experienced. Only then will you show them what is possible beyond survival. Only then will you break the chains that kept your bloodline trapped in pain, fear, and mediocrity. Breaking the cycle is not about blaming the generations before you. It is about becoming grateful for their sacrifices while refusing to continue their limitations. It is about honoring their struggles while refusing to inherit their weaknesses. It is about loving them deeply while becoming strong enough to create a better reality for everyone who comes after you. That is the weight you carry. That is the responsibility you were born for. You are not here to just live and die like everyone else. You are here to evolve everything your ancestors suffered for. You are here to rise above everything they thought was impossible. You are here to turn their prayers into your reality, their tears into your wisdom, their struggles into your strength, their dreams into your achievements. But none of that is possible if you keep living like them. None of that is possible if you keep thinking like them. None of that is possible if you keep making the same choices that kept them trapped. Break the cycle. Be the one who changes it all. Even if it breaks you in the process. Even if it isolates you. Even if no one understands you right now. Because one day they will look at you with tears in their eyes, proud that you were the one brave enough to do what no one else could. One day your name will be spoken with gratitude by generations, who will live free because you decided to fight. Keep going. Your purpose is bigger than you. You have to understand, breaking the cycle will cost you everything you are right now. It will cost you your laziness, your excuses, your doubts, your fears, your comfort, and your attachments to mediocrity. It will demand you to let go of every habit that keeps you average. It will demand you to silence every voice in your mind that says you can't. It will demand you to destroy the old version of yourself, completely to create a new version that is strong enough to carry your dreams. You will have to wake up earlier than everyone else. You will have to work harder than everyone else. You will have to train when your body screams to rest. You will have to study when your mind begs for distraction. You will have to take risks when your fears shout at you too. Stay safe. You will have to keep your vision alive, even when your reality looks hopeless. Because that is what it takes to break generational patterns. That is what it takes to build a life no one in your family has ever seen before. Everyone wants to change their life until they realize what it demands. Everyone wants success until they realize it demands sacrifice. Everyone wants freedom until they realize it demands discipline. Everyone wants to be the one who changes it all until they realize it demands becoming someone unrecognizable to their old self. You cannot keep the old version of you and build a new life at the same time. The old you is comfortable with excuses, distractions, comfort, and weakness. The old you is addicted to instant gratification and temporary pleasures that keep you small. The old you is afraid to take risks, afraid to be judged, afraid to fail, afraid to dream bigger. The old you is attached to people who drain your energy and environments that kill your growth. You have to let go of that person completely. You have to bury that version of yourself with discipline, pain, sacrifice, and relentless action until they die inside you forever. Only then can you become the person who breaks the cycle. The person who thinks differently, acts differently, speaks differently, lives differently. The person who is so disciplined that laziness no longer exists in their life. The person who is so focused that distractions no longer have power over their mind. The person who is so courageous that fear becomes their fuel instead of their prison. The person who is so committed to their vision that nothing in this world can break their determination. This is what it means to break the cycle. It is not about luck. It is not about prayers without action. It is not about waiting for the right time. It is about building yourself with such unbreakable discipline that you become unstoppable. It is about training your mind so powerfully that negative thoughts lose their power to control you. It is about conditioning your body so intensely that weakness becomes a choice, not a limitation. It is about mastering your emotions so deeply that failure, rejection, criticism, pain, and loneliness no longer break your spirit. Because when you reach that level, there is nothing you cannot achieve. There is no dream you cannot create. There is no goal too big for your discipline. There is no pain too strong for your purpose. There is no fear too deep for your courage. You become the master of your life. You become the creator of your reality. You become the one who changes it all. And when people see you rising, they will tell you that you are lucky. They will tell you that you were born different. They will tell you that success was easy for you. But you will know the truth. You will know how many nights you cried in silence, how many times you failed and stood back up, how many sacrifices you made when no one saw, how many risks you took with no guarantee, how many days you felt like giving up but kept going anyway. You will know that it was never luck. It was discipline. It was faith. It was sacrifice. It was relentless action. It was the decision to break the cycle, even when it broke you in the process. And in that truth, you will find a peace and pride that no one can ever take from you. Keep building yourself. Keep rising above your environment. Keep moving forward, no matter how heavy it feels. Because you were not born to be like everyone else. You were born to be the one who changes it all. There will come a time in your journey when everything feels like it's falling apart. You will feel exhausted from giving your all every single day. You will look at your results and see nothing changing as fast as you want. You will feel lonely because no one around you understands your vision. You will feel attacked by doubts whispering in your ear, telling you that maybe you are not good enough. Maybe you should give up. Maybe you should just settle for an average life like everyone else. This is the moment that defines you. This is the moment when most people quit. This is the moment when most people surrender their dreams and return to their comfort zone. But this is also the moment when warriors are born, because you will have a choice to let the pain break you or to let it build you, to let the fear silence your spirit or to let it awaken your courage, to let the struggle exhaust your soul or to let it sharpen your focus. Every great person you admire faced this moment in silence. They felt the same pain, the same exhaustion, the same doubts, but they chose to rise. They chose to keep going even when their hearts were breaking. They chose to keep building even when their minds were filled with fear. They chose to keep believing even when their reality looked hopeless. That is what made them great. Not their talent, not their connections, not their luck. It was their discipline to keep moving forward no matter what life threw at them. And that same power exists within you. You just have to activate it with your choices. Every day you wake up, you must choose discipline over excuses. You must choose action over distractions. You must choose faith over fear. You must choose growth over comfort. You must choose your future over your feelings. Because your feelings will betray you. Your feelings will tell you to rest when you need to grind. Your feelings will tell you to quit when you need to push harder. Your feelings will tell you to settle when you need to demand more from yourself. But your future will. Thank you for every moment you ignored your feelings and chose discipline instead. Breaking the cycle is not a one-time decision. It is a daily war with your old self. Every day you wake up, your old habits will try to pull you back. Your old mindset will try to keep you small. Your old fears will try to silence your courage. Your old excuses will try to kill your dreams. But every day you must wake up and kill them first. You must wake up with the mindset of a warrior, ready to conquer yourself before you conquer the world. Because that is the real battle, you versus you. The day you defeat your own laziness, fears, doubts, and excuses is the day you become unstoppable. Nothing outside you can break you once you master everything inside you. You will start to notice that your discipline creates results. Your focus creates opportunities. Your sacrifices create abundance. Your courage creates possibilities. And slowly, your life will start changing. People will start noticing. Some will admire you. Some will hate you. Some will support you. Some will attack you. It doesn't matter. Because your journey is not about them. Your journey is about the promise you made to yourself. The promise that you will never settle. A promise that you will break every limitation placed on you. The promise that you will create a life so powerful, so disciplined, so fearless, that it will inspire generations to rise after you. Imagine your future children watching you with pride. Imagine your parents watching you in tears, realizing that everything they struggled for was not in vain. Imagine your community looking at you and realizing that they can change too. That is what you are fighting for. You are not just breaking the cycle for yourself. You are breaking it for everyone who comes after you. You are breaking it for everyone who was too afraid to do it themselves. You are breaking it for the silent prayers of your ancestors who dreamed of freedom but died in struggle. You are their answer. You are their hope. You are the one who is born to change it all. So keep going no matter how hard it gets. Keep going no matter how slow it feels. Keep going no matter how lonely the path becomes. Because one day you will look back and realize that every tear, every sacrifice, every sleepless night, every painful decision was worth it. And you will stand at the top with your head held high, knowing you were the one who broke the cycle forever. Forever. There will be days when you feel completely alone on this journey. Days when you wake up before sunrise to train your body while the rest of the world sleeps peacefully in their comfort. Days when you sit in silence working on your goals while your friends spend their nights chasing temporary pleasures. Days when you eat simple meals to save money for your dreams while others waste it on momentary happiness. Days when you sacrifice sleep, comfort, and leisure to build something no one else believes in. And in those moments, loneliness will feel heavier than any weight you have ever lifted. You will question yourself. You will wonder if it is worth it. You will feel an emptiness inside your chest that no motivational quote can heal. But you must understand, this loneliness is the price of greatness. This silence is where your discipline is built. This isolation is where your strength is born. Because it is in these moments, when no one is watching, no one is cheering, no one is supporting, that your character is forged in fire. Most people avoid loneliness their entire life. They run towards noise, attention, and validation. They fear being alone because when everything is silent, they are forced to face themselves, and they realize they have nothing to show for their existence. But you are different. You are not like them. You were born to embrace this silence. You were born to stand alone with courage. You were born to keep your vision alive, even when no one else can see it. Because this is what breaking the cycle looks like. It is lonely because you are walking a path no one around you has ever walked. It is lonely because you are building habits no one taught you. It is lonely because you are speaking a language of discipline, sacrifice, growth, and greatness that no one around you understands. They think you are obsessed. They think you are crazy. They think you are wasting your life. But what they don't realize is that you are saving your life. You are saving your family. You are saving your future. You are creating a life that they will never even dream of because they were too afraid to leave the comfort of the crowd. Let them doubt you. Let them laugh at you. Let them say whatever they want. Because when you win, their opinions will become silent. When you succeed, their doubts will turn into praise. When you create the life you are building, their laughter will turn into admiration. But by then, it won't even matter to you. Because you are not doing this for their approval. You are not doing this for their applause. You are doing this for yourself, for your future, for the generations that will rise because of your courage. That is the power of breaking the cycle. Your name will be remembered not because you followed everyone else, but because you were brave enough to do what no one else did. Brave enough to endure the pain of discipline, while everyone else settled for the comfort of mediocrity. Brave enough to take risks while everyone else played it safe. Brave enough to bet on yourself when no one else believed in you. Brave enough to sacrifice temporary pleasures for permanent freedom. Brave enough to keep going even when everything felt hopeless. That is what makes you different. That is what makes you powerful. That is what makes you unstoppable. And when the results start showing, when your body transforms, when your mind becomes unbreakable, when your goals become achievements, when your bank balance reflects your discipline, when your business grows beyond imagination, when your name carries respect and inspiration, you will look back at these lonely moments and smile, because you will realize that this was the training ground for your greatness. This was the battlefield where you defeated your old self. This was the temple where you built your discipline and mindset. This was the forge where you turned your pain into power, your failures into wisdom, your loneliness into strength. You will realize that you never needed their support. You never needed their validation. You never needed their approval. Everything you ever needed was already within you. Your vision, your discipline, your focus, your courage, your faith. That was all you needed to break the cycle and change everything forever. So embrace this journey with all your heart. Embrace the pain. Embrace the loneliness. Embrace the sacrifices. Because these are not your punishments. These are your gifts. These are the tests you must pass to prove you are worthy of the life you desire. Keep going. Keep building. Keep rising. Because you are not born to be like them. You were born to be the one who changes it all. You have to realize that every day you delay your dreams, you are strengthening the chains that keep you trapped. Every day you wake up and choose comfort over growth, you are choosing to remain exactly where you are. Every day you choose to hit snooze instead of rising early to build your goals, you are telling your mind that your dreams are not important. Every day you choose distractions over discipline, you are feeding your weaknesses and starving your potential. Time does not wait for your excuses. Time does not pause for your fears. Time does not care about your feelings. It keeps moving forward, whether you use it or waste it. And every second that passes is a second of your life you will never get back. That is why most people die with regret. They keep waiting for the perfect time to start. They keep waiting for motivation to come. They keep waiting for someone to come save them from their misery. But the truth is, no one is coming to save you. No one is coming to build your dreams for you. No one is coming to break your generational curses for you. No one is coming to create the life you desire for you. This is your responsibility. This is your burden. This is your fight. And it is also your greatest blessing, because it means your future is in your hands. It means your destiny is under your control. It means you don't need to depend on anyone else to change your life. You just need to become disciplined enough to build it yourself. You just need to become strong, enough to keep going when you want to quit. You just need to become focused enough to block out everything that doesn't align with your goals. You just need to become courageous enough to take risks that scare you. You just need to become committed enough to keep showing up every single day, no matter how you feel. This is what breaking the cycle looks like. It is not glamorous. It is not filled with applause. It is not filled with praise. It is filled with silent battles within yourself that no one sees. It is filled with late nights and early mornings that no one notices. It is filled with sacrifices that no one appreciates. It is filled with tears that no one understands. But it is also filled with victories that no one can take from you. It is filled with achievements that no one can deny. It is filled with strength that no one can break. It is filled with peace that no one can disturb. Because when you break the cycle, you free yourself from the limitations that kept generations trapped. You prove that it was never destiny keeping your family poor, weak, afraid, and broken. It was habits. It was choices. It was mindset. And you chose differently. You created a new standard. You created a new reality. You created a new bloodline that will rise with power, discipline, wisdom, courage, and success. Imagine your future children watching you build your dreams with relentless discipline. Imagine them learning from your mindset, your habits, your courage, your focus, your sacrifices. Imagine them growing up believing that anything is possible because they saw you do it. Imagine them rising even higher than you because you gave them a foundation built on strength and wisdom instead of fear and limitation. That is what breaking the cycle does. It doesn't just change your life, it changes every life that comes after you. It creates ripples of freedom, courage, abundance, and power that flow through generations. That is your responsibility. That is your purpose. That is your legacy. So stop wasting your life waiting for motivation. Stop wasting your time waiting for opportunities to come. Stop wasting your potential trying to fit in with people who are too afraid to rise. Stand up today and decide that you will become the one who changes it all. Decide that you will become disciplined no matter how hard it feels. Decide that you will keep going no matter how many times you fail. Decide that you will sacrifice comfort for growth every single day. Decide that you will build yourself into someone unrecognizable to your old self. Because this is your life. This is your time. This is your moment to rise and break the cycle forever. Forever. And now, as you sit in silence, feeling these words deep in your soul, remember this. You have one life. One chance to create a story worth telling. One chance to build a legacy that lives beyond your name. One chance to rise from everything that tried to break you and stand unshaken by the storms you faced. One chance to prove to yourself that you are always stronger than your fears, braver than your doubts, wiser than your failures, and more powerful than your pain. You were not born to just wake up, work, eat, sleep, and die. You were not born to follow a path others forced upon you. You were not born to settle for a life that suffocates your dreams. You were born to evolve, to rise, to transform, to conquer, to create, to inspire, to lead. You were born to break every cycle of fear, weakness, poverty, and mediocrity that chained your family for generations. You were born to turn your pain into purpose, your struggles into strength, your failures into wisdom, your tears into power, your silence into impact. You were born to change everything, but none of it will happen if you keep living like everyone else. None of it will happen if you keep choosing comfort over discipline. None of it will happen if you keep making excuses for why you can't, when your soul knows you can. None of it will happen if you keep waiting for someone else to save you. You have to save yourself. You have to become your own hero. You have to rise from your darkness and build your own light. You have to create your own opportunities. You have to build your own strength. You have to discipline your mind until your thoughts become unbreakable. You have to train your body until your weaknesses turn into your power. You have to condition your emotions until pain becomes your teacher and fear becomes your fuel. Because the truth is, the world owes you nothing. Life owes you nothing. Your family owes you nothing. Your friends owe you nothing. If you want to change your life, you must take full responsibility for everything you desire. If you want success, build it. If you want freedom, earn it. If you want respect, command it with your actions. If you want love, become it. If you want happiness, create it within yourself. If you want peace, discipline your mind to find it in any situation. Because the moment you realize that your life is your responsibility is the moment you become free. Free from blaming others. Free from waiting for help. Free from excuses. Free from limitations. That is when you truly become powerful beyond measure. Breaking the cycle is not just about wealth or success. It is about evolving into the highest version of yourself. It is about becoming someone your future children will look at with pride, knowing they come from strength, wisdom, and courage. It is about becoming someone your ancestors prayed for when they suffered in silence, hoping that one day someone would rise and end the pain they could not escape. You are that person. You are their answered prayer. You are the hope they died within their hearts. You are the warrior they dreamed would be born. Don't waste that purpose. Don't betray their sacrifices by settling for a life that drains your soul. Don't die with your dreams still trapped inside you. Live so powerfully that when you take your last breath, you smile with peace, knowing you gave it your all. Knowing you built a life of discipline, courage, love, impact, and strength. Knowing you became the one who changed it all. Because in the end, it will never matter what people said about you. It will never matter how many times you fell. It will never matter how many tears you cried in silence. The only thing that will matter is that you kept rising. You kept fighting. You kept building. You kept loving. You kept living with purpose until your very last breath. That is the true meaning of life. That is the power of breaking the cycle. Be the one who changes it all. Because if not you, then who? If not now, then when? Your time is now. Your life is yours. Go, rise, conquer, and never look back.